Islam, y'all. I am Sister Tahida Najiola L of CalifaMedia.com, mrcicharities.org, and riseofthemoors.org. Welcome to another installment of the Moorish Mommy Sunday Brunch series. Before we get into today's presentation, I wanted to share with you that part of the video you're about to watch is one I recorded 10 years ago. And the message it carries is just as relevant now as it was then. When I revisited it in preparation for this episode, I realized there was no need to create something new because this video said it all. The principles, the insights, and the energy behind it remain timeless, and I'm excited to share it with you again in this context. So as you watch, I invite you to reflect on how these teachings connect to what we've been discussing about homemaking, self-cultivation, and creating spaces that uplift and inspire. So let's get into it.
Hey, Mama. Sister Tahida Najiola Moorish Science Temple, California, Incorporated, and Califa Media. Today is August 8th? No, September 8th. Already, September 8th, 2014. I just wanted to pop in real quick while I had a chance to pop in. Please excuse my disheveled appearance. I just got finished cleaning up, and between all the other stuff that I'm doing. People ask me, how do you keep going? How do you do so much? My approach is the more, and I find a lot of success with it, the more I adhere to the rules of nature and honor my mother and my father, without letting ego interfere and letting society tell me what they think I should be doing. The more I do what women do, the more I can do the stuff I want to do. That might be something that women want to do as well, but it's a recharge, okay? It's like, just, what is that, Aquaman? How does he get recharged? You got to go back in the water for a minute, right? My water is housework, cooking, cleaning, la la la. Anyway, since I was cleaning, I thought, okay, since I'm in that mood and that spirit, I guess, let me go online and talk about house cleaning, because time was when I knew not, I guess, because I'll be honest, I've been a neat freak all my life. Okay, I always had the clean side of the room, and my mother was a Muslim, so she kind of beat that into it, or she encouraged us to learn how to be clean and upright. And my father was insistent that when a Muslim was around, you should be able to tell, because stuff should sparkle and be glowing all over the place. So, I'm going to hold on to that and just change that from Muslim to Muslim. I don't think we mind. But anyway, since I was in the mode of cleaning, I decided to speak on cleaning and how to keep a Muslim home. I grew up in one, and now I am honored to be running one. And I like to say that, I know it. I like to say that I keep a very good home. Okay? People always coming over and falling asleep, not because they're bored, because it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. It's clean. And when it's clean, it's calm. I do some other stuff to add into that, like smudging. And I burn incense because I love incense. And I could keep food cooking. That adds to it. The energy. The energy is all about the energy. But I start with a clean base. Okay? Keep your house clean. You do not want to be that sister that when somebody says, oh, I'm going over sister such and such house, and the other sisters who've been over there, you can tell which ones have been over there because they make that nasty look, that screw face, right? You've been to those houses. I pride myself. I know pride go before the fall, but if you put in the work, you should be able to take a little bit of pride. I'm not taking credit because all praise is due to Allah. I'm taking a little bit of pride in having a touchable home. You probably can guess what I mean by touchable, as in when I look at the sideboards or the frames of the doors, there's not stuff, mystery goo, stuck to the frame of the door. okay, in all colors. And usually, me, when I go places, I have a small child. He's getting out of that phase, but he's still there. But I look at the frames to see, okay, are there any people your height in the house, and what have they left behind that I need to make sure you don't touch? I'll make sure that's not an issue in my home, okay? Some people say it's going a little overboard. No, it's not. It's really not. Think about it. If you've ever looked at an apartment and you've walked into those model homes, they're clean, right? It's not just that nobody lives there, but they're clean. When you first move into your apartment, that's like the best part about it. It's clean, right? But anyway, too many people make too light of that, in my opinion, right? Because, like I said, I've been to sisters' houses where, there was gunk on the walls. You don't want to be that just a minute chick. You always got to be excusing some mess. It's like, hey, you excused the mess last time I came over. Oh, I work. Anyway, I was a single mother of 3. Half an hour to drop the children off the babysitter, another half hour to get to work in a car. Okay, it was a long drive, no traffic because I was up early. Came home, cooked, and cleaned. People are always trying to say they ain't got time to clean. You got time to make a mess? I'm never home. So who's making the mess? Excuses, and then it's like, yes, at first it does. It's not fun. But in my experience, as you get into it, it's like, okay, this has to be done, all right? And the result is a calm home. Because if it's clean, it's clear, right? So you're absorbing your surroundings, okay? And your surroundings are pristine. They don't have to be perfect, Nasty and untidy are 2 different things. I'm talking about nasty, all right? Tidy just means you just got to pick something up. Nasty means you need to break out some soap and some brushes, please. Okay, do it for yourself, and then the people around you will appreciate it, and hopefully, Allah willing, they'll chip in. But even if they don't, me personally, that's women's work. I like it. And an aside, please don't be that sister that's going around telling one thing and doing something else. Because look how I'm talking, right? Oh, that's your day's work to clean up. But every time I go to your house, you got to clean up. I don't say, give me a minute. I say, come on in. That's one less thing to think about. And it's all about maintenance also, right? You only got to clean up once and then do your best to keep it clean, okay? Excuse me if I sound like I'm going off. I'm gonna blame it on the stars, no. But no, like I said, there's too many people going around claiming to be too many things that they're not showing improvement, okay? So, I'm gonna show improve. I'm not gonna take you on a tour of my home. I can guarantee it's clean. You can ask anybody that's come over here. It's clean, and every time they come over, they just come on in. And all I do is keep it that way. I have 3 children in the house. It's a mark of pride. It's like a man who can bring home the bacon, right? What plate, if you're blessed enough to have someone, that you're residing with or whatever, where is he gonna put it? That's your job. His job is inside, his job is outside, your job is inside. That goes back so far. I mean, way back. If you look at Egyptian paintings, the wife is depicted. The wife, she's a wife because she's light-skinned compared to her husband. It's not that, they were marrying Albion or anything. It was a denotation of her interior lifestyle. Okay, and he was all tan because he was out there getting the stuff that she was inside maintaining for him. And it's a pretty sweet deal. If I keep the house clean, I get to stay in the house. I can't go nowhere to pay for it. That's your job. If I cook the food, I get to eat. Once again, I'm busy cleaning, now cooking. That's your job. But that's Surah 4, I can't remember which ayat, but it's right there that man has been given endowed with certain talents so he can provide for you. What you going to be doing all day? You could sit around, but what fun? That's no fun. Make a difference. Clean your house, right? Be a good example for your children. Be a good example for your community. Oh, that sister, her house. Ooh, that sister, ooh. Oh or ooh. Anyway, I have with me Moslem Girls Training Guide. All right, now that I've given my longer than expected introduction. This is available CalifaMedia.com, access full site, or you can click, there's pictures all over the place. You can click right on the picture, it'll take you straight to the order site. And it's also available in ebook. You have to get the ebook off the site because apparently, and I tried it, this is not a guess, I actually tried it. This is public domain. It's readily available on the internet. Okay, this has been published for those who I like books. Yes, I could have printed this off the internet. I could have kept the Xerox copy that I had. That wasn't sufficient. When I look at my bookcase, I like to see this, not folded up paper or card stuff. It's knowledge. It's like dressing up your teacher. Is your teacher going to wear rags or a nice suit? I like my teachers. I don't even leave books on the floor if I can help it. Oh, excuse me. As soon as I say it. Anyway, so information in this book is available online. There's a lot of information in this book, though, and it's in different places. I've actually found it all over the place, and now it's been gathered here. This is the abridged version, extremely abridged, by Sister Augustus Day of the original Moorish Science Temple back in the Prophet's day. I say this is abridged respectfully because this was taken over by the Nation of Islam and used as their Muslim Girls Training Guide. The Moors use it as their Sisters Auxiliary Guide. The Muslim Nation of Islam, NOI, calls it their Muslim Girls Training. That's why the book is titled Moslem Girls Training Guide. Divinely prepared for the Sisters Auxiliary of the Moorish Science Temple of America with that's the Eunice heart, designed according to the Prophet's instructions, and I'll leave a link in my Evernote notebook. I'm going to set up a free notebook for stuff that you should have. But my notes, like I said, I've said before, the information is free. My work is not. Okay, so this will be the Prophet's instructions on how to design this will be in there in the free folder. Anyway, NOI got a hold of it, and they used it as their Muslim Girls Training Guide. Okay, they added to it since the nation started back in the late 30s and 40s, right? Sister Candace Shabazz has a copy of this available on Amazon.com. It's over 300 pages long. Okay, this one is short and sweet. Okay, I'm on the go. I don't need to take my dictionary. I'd rather take my clip notes. All right. But yeah, nice book. And then, like I said, I'll make sure that the instructions on how to design it, they're in the book. Why the heart is the way it is. All about what the sisterhood is. Okay. But for today, I'm going to get to the house cleaning section of the book. And that is on page 33. If you want a copy of this immediately, like I said, it's available by going to CalifaMedia.com and access full site. And then right there at the top, it should be a picture of the cover. You just click on the cover. Or ebooks, even easier. CalifaMedia.com, access full site, and click on ebooks. And it's right there. I think it's like $3 if you just want the Kindle and iPad and e-reader friendly version of it. until you order your hard copy. Thanks for your support. Anyway, it's not a chapter, it's page 33, How to Keep a House. Okay? That's what I'm referring to. Alright. Growing up, my mother had no problem waking me up at 4 o'clock in the morning on a school day, or whatever you want to call it, because I didn't wash dishes. Okay? So, needless to say, I learned that lesson very quickly, and I've maintained it. And, like I said, going to different houses, growing up and being like, that you just want to sit still feeling. No, I couldn't deal with it, so I refused to subject my visitors to that. And then I get a hold of this book, okay, and it just confirms it, right? Because for whatever reason, I never got a Muslim Girls Training guide. I think it was because we left our mosque before I was old enough to get one. But yeah, I mean, my mother practiced it though, and now here it is in writing. Been finding a lot of stuff that she's done that's in a book. A lot of the books she used. I'm wondering if she had a copy of this. Anyway, it says How to Keep a House. It's a 30-day program that will turn your house into a Moslem home. Okay, because there's a difference between a house and a home. It goes into welcome to the How to Keep Your House section. How to get rid of clutter. Okay. Toys. Oh, I like that. My children, no. You do not bring your toys outside your room, or you will never see them again. Or I'll let you buy them from me. You can buy them back from me. So the living room stays pretty clean. Alright? It has a lot of good information. There's a whole section on how to keep your house clean. Obviously, that's something that's important. Teaching children to help you. Because, like I just said, my mother had no problem waking me up at 4:30 in the morning to wash dishes. And then, try to get back to sleep before I have to get up and go to school. Right? It was high school. She wasn't like dragging me out as second grader. It was high school. Okay. But, yeah, I was a great roommate in college. Because my mother, she set the example, and then she made me follow it. If your children are slobs, lead by example. Or I guess I should say, are you leading by example? Be the change you want to see, and then watch what happens. Okay? Has what to do with paper. I don't know about your family, but I got the family members that have garbage bags full of paper. What's in there? I don't know. Why you still got it? I got to go through it. How long has it been there? A couple of years. This tells you why you don't need to be doing that. I like that. Don't pick up a piece of paper more than twice. That's good advice. You ain't gonna do nothing else after that. Every time you pick it up, toss it. And it starts with day 1 on the 30-day plan on how to keep your house clean. It says, arm yourself with garbage bags and take a deep breath. Throw out all unnecessary items. Okay, fine. Like I said, this section confirms stuff I grew up with. And in case you don't know, what is it that Moors do? What are our instructions? Because I think I said in another video, your house, your family is the first stage of nation building. If your house is out of order, what's your nation going to look like? Okay, for real. Your marriage is out of order. What's your nation going to look like? If your children are disobedient, what's your nation going to look like? So everything starts from the home. And like I said, even way back in the days of Kemet, right? Tom Ray, whatever you want to call it, they depicted the women being light-skinned because their job was to run the house. So if you think of it in that manner, are you seeing where I'm going with this? It's so vital that, wife, keep your house clean and look after your children. Because what's that? A house and children? Come on. That's the nation right there. The whole thing. So if it's sloppy and nasty, I read a wonderful book once. The name is really long, and I'm trying to put it together in my head. It was quotes from classical Chinese literature. The class was wonderful. The teacher was so bored. Thank goodness I kept the book. It was from ancient China, or not ancient, or one of the dynasties, right? And it was all men, of course, with this one woman. And she made it into the book. She made it into this collector's anthology of, quotable Chinese philosophers because of her treatise on housework, how to be a good wife. And she was like some duchess or something. She grew up well provided for, okay? And she was married. She was not a housewife. But for whatever reason, she did her research. And supposedly she was extremely learned. I'm going to have to find her name. But yeah, she was like, you could tell the shoddy quality of the wife because her husband goes out with holes in his clothes, dirty shoes. Her children are hungry, wondering when's the next meal. Her yard is unkept. I guess that's because the man is staying away, right? Because his job is on the outside. Well, can't blame the brother for staying away. What's there to come home to? And that, but this is covered in here too. How is this going to get resolved? This whole issue with the Moors. What's the prophet carrying? He ain't carrying a book. He's not carrying a flag. He's not carrying a treasure chest. Or yes, he is. Anyway, that's that for that. So sisters, keep your house clean. It's very attractive. Brothers are a trip. The stuff that they like. Just as confusing as we find them, y'all, they find us just as fascinating. Like, she made a meal. Hey, whatever floats your boat, right? I could do that, You want to go somewhere where you don't have to wonder if your hand gonna just lift off or have to be peeled off. Don't be that sister, I won't say who it was, but I walked into one sister's kitchen once. You don't want to be that sister, or you might make it onto my video. Okay, anyway, Sisters Auxiliary Guide goes to a lot more than just keeping your house clean, but hey, that's a chapter, right? The chapters aren't numbered, it's just a guide, a quick reference book. Oh, I love it. It has note sections in it. Not the ebook version, of course, obviously. But if you purchase it, let me see if I can get that in there. Ah, there it is. It has a note section in it. That is how you write scholarly works, because you're supposed to take your notes right next to the information. So you don't have to be like, what did that go to? You're supposed to write in this. Alright. I think that's it. So, I might have time to do another one. So, yeah, stay tuned for the next one, since I have it with me. Ooh, what is this to be for? Well, see if I can get this right. Peace and love.
Peace and love, family. Today, we're diving into the art and science of homemaking as part of our journey through the teachings of the Moslem Girls Training Guide. Homemaking is so much more than just keeping things clean or organized. It is a deeply spiritual practice that reflects our commitment to building strong, harmonious, and uplifting environments for ourselves and our families. We often hear people undervalue homemaking, treating it as secondary or unimportant. But as Moorish women, we know better. Homemaking is foundational. It is an act of love, of discipline, and of responsibility. It shapes the energy of our homes, and by extension, the energy of our lives. Today, we'll discuss how homemaking connects to our spiritual elevation, the essential habits that build a peaceful home, and why homemaking is one of the most powerful ways we nurture ourselves, our families, and our nation. Let's begin by talking about the spiritual aspect of homemaking. A clean, organized, and peaceful home is not just a reflection of physical order, it's a reflection of spiritual order. Our prophet, Noble Drew Ali, taught us that everything begins with thought. When our homes are clean and in order, they provide clarity, inspiration, and a sense of peace that allows our thoughts to align with our higher purpose. The Moslem Girls Training Guide reminds us of the importance of cleanliness, stating, The Moorish home is an example to all of the highest form of cleanliness, page 33. A clean home isn't just about appearance, it's about energy. Dust, clutter, and disorder create stagnation in our environment, which can manifest as stagnation in our minds and spirits. When we clean and organize our homes, we are literally clearing the way for positive energy to flow. Think about how you feel when you walk into a clean, fresh space versus one that is chaotic or messy. That difference in feeling isn't just psychological, it's spiritual. A clean home raises the vibration of everyone in it. It becomes a sanctuary, a place where you and your family can recharge, feel safe, and thrive. As Moorish women, we understand that our homes are sacred spaces. They are the physical manifestation of our commitment to uplifting fallen humanity. By maintaining them with care and attention, we create environments that reflect our divine principles and inspire those who enter to do the same. Now that we've discussed the spiritual foundation, let's talk about the practical habits that help us maintain a peaceful home. Homemaking is not something that happens by chance. It requires intention, discipline, and routine. One of the most important habits is decluttering. Clutter is the enemy of peace. It not only takes up physical space but also mental space, creating unnecessary stress and confusion. As the Moslem Girls Training Guide states, a good housekeeper knows when it is time to throw a thing out, page 33. Let go of what no longer serves you. Whether it's old clothes, unused items, or unnecessary papers, releasing clutter creates room for clarity and growth. Another key habit is daily maintenance. Waiting until things pile up creates overwhelm, but addressing small tasks daily makes homemaking manageable and even enjoyable. For example, make your bed every morning, wipe down surfaces after use, do a quick sweep or vacuum at the end of the day. These small, consistent actions keep your home in a state of balance and make larger cleaning sessions less daunting. Organization is another essential habit. Everything in your home should have a place, and everyone in your household should know where those places are. This reduces frustration and saves time. It also reinforces a sense of order and discipline, not just for you, but for your family. Children, especially, learn by observing. When they see you maintaining a clean and organized space, they internalize those values and carry them into their own lives. Lastly, establish rhythms and routines for your home. Designate specific days for laundry, deep cleaning, or meal preparation. These routines create structure and ensure that no task feels overwhelming. Homemaking is also deeply connected to self-cultivation. The way we care for our homes reflects the way we care for ourselves. When we neglect our homes, it often mirrors neglect in other areas of our lives. But when we approach homemaking with intention, it becomes an act of self-love and self-respect. As Moorish women, we are taught to strive for excellence in all we do. The Moslem Girls Training Guide encourages us to recognize the necessity for unity and group operation, page 12. This begins in the home. A well-kept home fosters unity within the family, creating an environment where everyone feels valued and supported. Homemaking also teaches us discipline, patience, and creativity. It challenges us to find beauty in the ordinary and to approach every task with gratitude. These qualities are not just beneficial for homemaking, they enhance every area of our lives, from our spiritual practices to our professional endeavors. And let's not forget the joy that comes from transforming a space. There is something deeply satisfying about taking a room that feels chaotic and turning it into a space of peace and order. That transformation is a reminder of the power we hold as women to create change, not just in our homes, but in our communities and our nation. Finally, Let's talk about how homemaking uplifts not only ourselves and our families, but also our community and nation. When our homes are in order, they become places of hospitality and inspiration. They set the tone for how we engage with the world and how the world engages with us. When we invite others into our homes, we are sharing a piece of ourselves. A clean and welcoming space communicates respect, care, and pride. It says, "This is a place of peace. This is a place of love. This is a place where you are valued." In this way, homemaking becomes a powerful tool for uplifting others. Moreover, when we teach our children the value of homemaking, we are equipping them with life skills that will serve them for years to come. We are teaching them to take pride in their environment, to care for their belongings, and to understand the connection between their physical space and their mental and spiritual well-being. The Moslem Girls Training Guide reminds us, cleanliness is next to godliness, page 33. By embracing homemaking as a spiritual practice, we are not just keeping our homes clean, we are creating sacred spaces that reflect our divine purpose. These spaces inspire us to live up to our highest potential and encourage others to do the same. Sisters, homemaking is not just a chore, it is a calling. It is an expression of love, discipline, and spirituality. It is how we create environments that nurture our families, uplift our communities, and reflect the divine principles we hold dear. By maintaining clean, organized, and peaceful homes, we honor ourselves, our families, and our nation. And in doing so, we inspire others to embrace the values and principles that make us who we are. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts or favorite takeaway, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next installment. In our next session, we'll continue this journey of self-cultivation by discussing why Moorish women dress modestly, for self-respect and to promote our self-value. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the lessons we've shared, make sure to visit califamedia.com or your favorite bookseller to purchase the Moslem Girls Training Guide. This book is an invaluable resource for Moorish women seeking to elevate their lives and their homes. Thank you for joining me today, sisters. Let's continue to grow, uplift, and build together. Peace and love, family.